Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We are having some technical difficulties this morning, but we are working on them and hoping to get Corey back online with us any minute now. So today we are talking all about the Holland Bowl Mill Perfectly Imperfect Bowl Sale. We know that so many of you have been asking, when is this going to happen again? It's an annual event that is exclusive to Nutmeg Notebook. And so today's the day. So this sale will be running from today through Sunday. So you have just 4 days. And we are going to bring Corey from Holland Bowl Mill on to talk all about this sale and all the exciting things we have going this year.
I'm going to invite Corey on. He's there.
There he is.
Hey guys, how are ya?
We're good, Corey. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Excited
So,
for year of the Imperfect sale.
I know it's so exciting, and we know people have been anticipating this for weeks now, and so the day has finally come. So we're super excited. Maybe you could tell the folks, because we have new people joining us as well, a little bit about Holland Bowl Mill and where you're located, what the company used to be.
Yeah, I would love to do that. So again, my name is Corey, and I'm a fourth generation owner here at Holland Bowl Mill. To start kind of from the beginning, the company was started in 1906, and then we used to do what's called the wooden shoe factory. So my great grandfather Chester Van Tageren started the wooden shoe factory here in Holland in 1926, and then the bowl mill actually was started in 1906 by the Fuller family, who's located about. It was located in Muskegon, which is about 30 miles here from Holland, where the Holland Bowl Mill is located. So we had the wooden shoe factory in downtown Holland. And at that point, when we opened it in 1926, we connected with the Fuller family who started the bowl mill. And we started selling their bowls throughout the wooden shoe factory in our different shops. Holland's a really big Dutch town, so people think, oh, wooden shoes. But we have a huge festival here in Holland called the Tulip Time Festival, where there's parades and they use wooden shoes. And then we were much more than wooden shoes. We had like a toy store. We had sold china. We had a fudge shop, cheese shop. It was one of the biggest tour attractions in the Midwest. So we continued to do the wooden shoe factory for the next about 50 years or so, and then continued to sell the bowls throughout the wooden shoe factory. In the 1980s, the Fuller family contacted my dad and said, hey, they're looking to retire. Are you guys interested in purchasing the bowl mill? So we did. We moved it behind the wooden shoe factory, and then we operated at our location here in Holland till late 1990s. Unfortunately, at that time, tourism industry kind of changed, and we had to close down the wooden shoe factory. But the bowl mill was thriving, and we wanted to continue to build on that. So we moved the bowl mill to our existing location here in Holland, Michigan at 120 James Street. We opened our doors here in 2001. And a couple cool fun facts about the bowl mill. Again, we're family owned, fourth generation. Everything is made here right in Holland. So we're proud to say made in America. We're a completely zero waste company. So kind of how we start our process is, say one of the followers who are listening right now lived in the greater Holland area. A storm came through, knocked down a cherry tree on their property. They would probably call a local tree service. There's a good chance we work with that tree service, and the logs would end up here at the bowl mill. So we're really kind of reclaiming these trees, giving them a second life and making them into beautiful, heirloom quality woodenware. We're completely zero waste, so not one part of that tree ends up in a landfill. If it can't be made into the bowls, it's made into cutting boards, utensils, trees. We do coasters. We're always trying to come up with different ways to utilize all the wood. Shavings go through a conveyor system in the mill, and we donate those to local horse farms. Excess wood that can't be used to make products is sold for firewood. So again, not one part of the beginning tree ends up in the landfill. A couple other fun things is all of our products come with a lifetime guarantee. So it's an investment up front, but it's a heirloom product that you're going to be able to enjoy for the rest of your life and then eventually pass down. They're all Michigan hardwoods, cherry, beech, maple, red oak, ash. They're all going to stand the test of time. So really just comes down to aesthetics and the kind of the look that you're drawn to. We're always so excited to do this imperfect sale. I've told Tammy this before, it's the largest sale that we do on a discount level with any customers throughout the whole year. So the imperfect bowls are anywhere from 25 to 40% off, just depending kind of on size, and that would be for all the chopping bowl sets. And then we added a lot of other products this year that are going to be more of our premium selection, and all of those are going to be 30% off, which me and Tammy will kind of go over all those with you.
Absolutely. Great, Corey. It's so it's exciting for everyone because this is such a wonderful sale. Now, before I contacted you and told you that we were using the bowls for chopping salads, did you have other customers that were also doing that?
We did. So we've always done a chopping bowl, but on a smaller level. It's partnering with you and the whole food plant-based community and, you know, vegans, and really seeing the chopping bowls take off has been so fun. And you've helped build kind of awareness of how beneficial, you know, chopping your salad can be daily and how it can improve your health so much. And also, like talking with you before, it's fun to chop a salad. It's kind of something you look forward to each day is, hey, I'm going to eat my salad. I'm going to chop it. It's going to be beautiful. And it's somewhat becomes kind of a routine, it seems like, for a lot of your followers.
Yeah. And us as well. I mean, I was calculating yesterday that since I went plant-based, I have made over 4,000 salads. And in the beginning, the first couple of years, I wasn't doing the chopped salads. So I've probably made, you know, a little over 3,000 chopped salads in my Hollandwood bowl. Is that crazy? That's so crazy.
That is amazing. That's a good thing about them, is that if you properly take care of them, meaning you're somewhat careful when you're chopping, using that rocking motion, which we'll kind of go over, and then you wash it with warm water and soap and periodically retreat, it's going to be a piece that you're going to be able to use for years and years. And we stand behind all of our products. If you properly take care of it, and say one morning you wake up and you, after washing it the night before, you go to your bowl and, oh my gosh, there's a crack in it. What am I going to do? Reach out to us. Again, if you properly took care of it, meaning just wash with warm water and soap and then periodically retreat, no questions asked, we're going to replace it. We recently had a customer reach out who's I think they got a bowl like 1972, they said, for a wedding gift, and they use it, they said, weekly, you know, a couple times a week. They recently, kind of the situation I was just explaining, woke up from using it the night before. It was cracked. They were devastated. They reached out to us and we said, hey, we're going to send you a free replacement. So we do really stand behind that lifetime guarantee.
Fantastic. So a couple people are asking where the link is. So if you subscribe and got our email, the link to purchase is in there. Otherwise, Tom also has it in the notes underneath this video. So you would look under the video where it says more, click on that, and then you will see the link is right there. And Tom, can you put our link for the sale in the chat?
Sure.
Yeah. So Tom's going to pop it in the chat for you as well. And Corey, let's show them the different sizes of the chopping bowls. Okay. And also and show them that it does come with a mezzaluna knife. And yep, let's show them the different types of wood. Yeah. And let's talk about how that's going to work when they order.
Okay. Yep, for sure. So before I grab the different bowls, that's one thing about the imperfect sale that kind of makes it unique, is that all the products are going to be hardwood chopping bowl sets, or the other products you see, like the cutting boards, utensils, and they're all going to be listed as generic hardwood sets, meaning they could be various wood types. They could be from red oak, beech, cherry, ash, or maple. Again, those are all hardwoods, all beautiful, all will stand the test of time. Just with the volume that we do through the sale, we find that works out the best. But in saying that, when you're checking out, if you're really drawn to a certain wood type, oh, I would love to get an ash bowl or a cherry bowl, you can always note that in the customer note section, and then we'll try to accommodate that request. 95% of the time, we're able to do that. But I'll grab some of the different chopping bowl sizes.
Okay. And so if you do want to request a specific type of wood, when you're checking out, there is a section called customer notes, and you can put in there, I would prefer cherry if possible, and they'll do their best to accommodate you. So that's where you will designate. Otherwise, what you're choosing is you're choosing the size of the bowl. And so we have 12, 15, 17, and 20 inch. I can't wait to see that 20
First
inch
time
one.
done the 20 inch, which is the ultimate entertaining bowl. It's quite the piece of art and still obviously fully functional. Before I start showing sizes, I just want to mention quickly too, the free engraving option will be available on most of the products on the Imperfect site, including all the chopping bowls plus the cutting boards. This one I think is more of a Christmas related, but again, it's never too early to start thinking about Christmas gifts, or if you want to personalize it for yourself. Like Tammy, I know, what do you have on most of yours? You have? I
have a lot of different things.
Okay.
This one is Tom and Tammy. I have, this one says Nutmeg Notebook. This one is my Get Healthy, Stay Healthy.
Of it.
One meal at a time and Nutmeg Notebook. So so you can get really clever. If you're giving it as a wedding gift, you can put the couple's name on and the date of their wedding.
Yeah, for sure. So you get up to 50 characters, and then we're going to start going through the different chopping bowl sizes. First size would be the 12 inch. This is a 12-inch red oak bowl. This is popular for chopping if you're just chopping maybe for yourself. We'll chop maybe a large entree dinner salad. Some people feel that to get all the vegetables and the amount that a lot of Tammy's followers chop, they're more drawn to, which is by far our #1 seller, which is our 15-inch bowl. That's going to equate to serving, 6 side salads, chopping a large entree dinner salad. And I believe the one that you use, Tammy, right, mostly on a regular basis.
It's a 15-inch. Put him on full screen, would you?
Sure.
So this would be a 15-inch beech. So again, 15-inch beech is going to serve 15-inch bowls, around 6 side salads. The next size down was the 12-inch, which is going to serve around 4 side salads. The next size from there would be the 17-inch, which this size can even double down as an entertaining bowl. So you're chopping, but then also you do a decent amount of entertaining and you're having a dinner party. This can serve around 12 side salads. This is going to be the most discounted product that we have on the Imperfect site. So typically 17-inch bowls vary from with the mezzaluna from $355 to $465. And we have the 17-inch chopping bowl set at $185. So price-wise, you can't beat it. But again, it's a big bowl, so be aware of that. And then again, serves comfortably around 12 side salads. Would be great too for say you're chopping for yourself and your significant other. It would be a great size for doing 2 large chopped salads.
And we love to use it for potlucks. Yeah. And we have one gal in our local plant-based community that has 2 of the 17-inch. And so she always brings hers full of a chopped salad to the potlucks because, it holds so much. It's perfect for that. I also like to use it in the winter time to put all of my winter squashes that I buy, and then I put it on my dining room table as a centerpiece.
Yeah. You can use it kind of seasonal. So if you're, like you said, in the winter, upcoming, summertime, put more summer decor stuff in it. Even too, like if say you want to take advantage of amazing prices, you can get a 15-inch bowl that would be, mainly for chopping, and the 17 could double down, more as a deco accent piece, and also available for entertainment. The next size up, which is the first time we've ever done it on the Imperfect sale, is the 20-inch bowl. It's the largest solid one-piece bowl that we're aware of turned in the United States. Serves comfortably 20 side salads, so it's the ultimate entertaining bowl. Again, prices on those are going to be pretty amazing. So typically a 20-inch bowl will range from $425 to $525, and we have them listed at $285. There'll be limited inventory on these. But again, it's a piece of art. It's pretty incredible. But do want to mention it is an extremely large bowl.
It's beautiful. And what wood is that one?
So this is ash.
That's
Wood
gorgeous.
ash is beautiful. It has a really kind of cool open grain wood. Very, very beautiful.
Hey, Corey, maybe talk to the people about what the Imperfect designates for an imperfect bowl.
Yeah. So example, Imperfect. I'll try to kind of show it. You can see first I'll start off with any of the Imperfect bowls we're going to send. They're all going to be fully functional, meaning there's going to be no structural damage where it's going to have a crack on the rim or a crack in the middle of the bowl or a knot in the middle of the bowl where you'd be chopping. Any of the natural knots are going to be towards the rim. Honestly, like in our showroom, we have a large, what we call our perfectly imperfect bowls, and it's by far our best-selling area because people love why don't you sell those for more? Because it's the natural character of the wood. Anything that kind of enhances it and shows the natural beauty of how we start our process. And again, when you're chopping over time, which Tammy will go into more details about, you're going to get some marks, minimal marks from the knife, or maybe a little green patina. So why not get an imperfect bowl that's going to be at a better price point and kind of show the natural character of the wood? So for example, this one's kind of hard to show. Has just that natural knot on the outside. But again, that's very minimal. And then it also has kind of a couple natural knots on the inside too. But again, they're all going to be towards the rim. None are ever going to be located in the middle of the bowl where you'd be chopping and you'd have issues with. Another thing that could kind of make it imperfect is this large 20-inch bowl has a natural bark patch on the outside. So that's bark from the tree, which is pretty amazing, cool. But it's on the outside of the bowl, so that would never be in the center. So the imperfect bowls are going to have small knots, maybe small bark patches, could be a little misshaped, but overall, it's not going to take away from the functionality of the piece. They're still going to come with that lifetime guarantee and stand, test of time. All the chopping bowls will automatically come with the Mezzaluna knife. So the 12-inch listing, 15-inch, 17-inch, or 20-inch. The cost that you see includes the bowl and the knife. And then a lot of people like to add on the knife holder, which is typically $30. We have it listed at $20. That way the knife is sharp, so it just gives it a nice sheath that you can store your knife in, where you can stand it up on a table, or it can go in your drawer where the knife will be secure and safe, which is a nice little bonus. The other product I would like to mention is, I would say 90% of Tammy's followers are comfortable using it. It's our bees oil wood preserver. So it's a mixture of bees wax and actual food safe mineral oil. And this is key after washing your bowl, 4 to 5 times. Eventually the wood's going to dry out, and to maintain the bowl, keep it looking fresh, and prevent cracking, you have to retreat it. We include extensive care instructions that kind of goes over that process. The 8-ounce bees oils are heavily discounted for the Imperfect sale. I do highly recommend that, but if there's some of Tammy's followers, which we understand, aren't comfortable using the bees oil, then you could use like a walnut oil or a food safe mineral oil to retreat it. But if you don't get the bees oil, just make sure that you get a different product that you can maintain your bowl with.
Perfect. So we have a couple questions coming in, Corey. So Ellen says, I've gone to the link. Where can we find the sale price? The 15-inch is my choice. It's listed at 110. Is that the sale price?
It is. So typical chopping bowls will range with the knife anywhere from 170 to 225. So that would be the sale price at 110. And that includes free shipping too. Any order $100 or more, you get free shipping. So, and then you can also add that free engraving.
And also, Corey created a special landing page for us for this sale. And so just to keep it simple and to have less confusion. And so when you're using the Perfectly Imperfect sale link, it's taking you to that special page, and they have already put the sale price on there. And so if you were to go to our regular Nutmeg Notebook page, you would see the regular prices. So these are the discounted prices that you're finding there.
Correct. Yep, that is correct.
These are a couple of maintenance questions too.
Okay, then TS says, is it more difficult to clean the knots or the rough bark parts?
It is not. Again, it would be if we sent bowls that had like the knots or bark patches located in the middle of the bowl where you're chopping, then that could cause an issue. But we're sending bowls that have the knots towards the rim. They're not going to be open knots where they go all the way through. So they're going to be smaller, tight knots where it will not make cleaning or retreating or washing any more difficult than if you were to buy a #1 quality bowl. Again, the imperfections that we send for the sale are going to be minimal, and it's not going to make it any more difficult to, upkeep or retrieve.
Okay, perfect. And then Joyce wants to know, do they have to be oiled in between uses for appropriate care of the wood? And I do want, Corey's going to answer this, but I also want to let you know that Tom and I are going to do a dedicated video either tomorrow or Saturday to talk all about how to care for it. But go ahead and answer that for us now, Corey.
So what I recommend is if you're using your bowl daily, I would just say every 5 to 6 washes, that's when you retreat it. So after each use, wash with warm water and soap. You don't want standing water in the bowl, just a little bit of water, a little bit of soap, let it air dry. And then after washing it 4 to 6 times, you'll be able to kind of just tell the wood's gonna look dry. That's when you would retreat it. Again, Tammy will do that demo video, which will be very helpful to kind of visually see how to best wash, how to best care for, retreat your bowls. But we include extensive care instructions. A care card goes over how to best wash, treat your bowl, and then we include another Mezzaluna knife card that goes over how to best use the Mezzaluna knife and to kind of how to chop directly into the bowl. So we try to make it as easy as possible for you. And then we have amazing customer service team. If you ever have any questions after getting your order, you just want some reinsurance, just give us a call. We'll walk you through the process, answer any questions you have. We have a very hands-on team, and we're always here to help when needed.
Great. Another question from Jeff. Can you use the beeswax on a standard wood cutting bowl?
You can.
Cutting board.
You can, yeah. So the bees oil is carried in woodworking stores, hardware stores all across the United States. So it's amazing for our products, but any woodenware, soapstone counters, butcher blocks. So say you have a couple old cutting boards around your home that could use a little love, our bees oil would work amazing. We're really bringing the grain patterns back out and making sure that, it's completely food safe and sanitary. But yes, you could definitely use our bees oil for any existing woodenware that you have around the home.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. What else would you like to show us?
Yeah, I can go over a couple other items that we'll have on the Imperfect sale. So this is the first time that we've offered our heart bowls, which are at These are going to be our premium selection. So meaning #1 quality, and they're 30% off retail. So we have our 12-inch heart bowl, which is typically $60, and we have that at $42. This is a perfect size as a fruit bowl, you know, a small accent piece. You could put candies in it. Great for engagement gift, housewarming gift. Just very fun, unique. This is made out of our traditional round bowls that have like cracks or defects, where we're cutting around those cracks and we're turning it into a beautiful heart-shaped bowl.
I love anything heart-shaped. Those are just so adorable. And I have mine, you guys, and I just love it.
Yeah, and you can do the free engraving on all the heart bowls too, where you personalize it if it's for a gift or for yourself. The next 3 sizes that we have available are 15-inch, 17-inch, and 20-inch. These sizes could be used as fruit bowls, centerpieces. The 17 and 20-inch can even be used for entertaining, serving salad, or family movie night, you know, putting some popcorn or different things in it. So they're just kind of very unique and fun, and at amazing prices, being 30% off normal retail cost. One of my favorite products that is somewhat new in the last year or two is our new round board. So this typically retails at $130. It's 19 inches in length with the handle. The width across is 15 inches, and these are listed at $91. So 30% off retail. They're reversible, so you can exclusively cut on one side, charcuterie and serve on the other. And then also each one will come with leather, so you can hang it up in your kitchen. You could put it in your backsplash. Aesthetically, it's a beautiful piece, but also functional to use daily for cutting or, you know, charcuterie and serving on.
I love mine. I have one, you guys, and I know you've seen pictures where I use it for a charcuterie board, and I put like hummus or one of my new cream cheese recipes in the center, and then the crackers and the veggies and everything around it. Or I'll do a sweet dip in the middle and then do fruit all around it. It's adorable. Now, what about engraving on that one?
So the round boards, we're not offering engraving. Just placement wise, it can be a little difficult. And just aesthetically, we're not always crazy on how it looks on the round board. So we held off on having engraving for those. But we do have a couple other boards that will have the engraving option. So we have our 10x8 board, which is listed at $14. So it's 30% off normal retail cost. This is perfect for cutting an apple, a lime, you know, smaller items. And it can be a, you know, kind of a workhorse board every day. It's reversible. You can use it on both sides. And then we have kind of the same style board, but we're doing our 17-inch by 8-inch board, typically $50. We have it at $35. Again, these boards are so great because of the reversibility aspect. You can cut on one side, charcuterie and serve on the other. And then they're also solid one piece of wood. There's no glues, there's no segment. People really love that aspect too, that it's, you know, solid one piece. And these are engravable too.
I love those. I have both of those sizes, I believe. We have another question for you. Jessie says, I don't see how to order a mezzaluna knife separately if I'm not ordering a chopping bowl knife combo. Do I have to order a mezzaluna knife separately if I'm ordering a cutting board or and salad bowls? Do you sell the knife separately?
We typically, no, we don't, just because we sell it with the chopping bowl set. So we just have found in the past we don't like including it as a separate listing. But if he did want to order just a mezzaluna knife, he could add the knife holder to his cart because it's the same price. And then in the customer note section, just mention you would like a mezzaluna knife instead of a knife holder. And then we're able to accommodate and help them out with that request. So again, add a knife holder to your cart. Once you get to the billing and shipping information, you'll see a customer note section. Just mention there that you would like a mezzaluna knife instead of the holder. and that will ensure that we get that request and send that knife in placement of the knife holder.
Perfect. Okay, more questions. Joyce says, can you use wooden bowls for hot foods like soups and stews or salads, or is it cold foods only?
Great question. You can use it for hot foods. You can do stews, chilies, pastas. The only thing we don't recommend is a really brothy soup. So if you're doing like a chicken noodle or something like that that has a ton of broth, we wouldn't recommend using that, just because similar to standing water in bowls when you're washing it, you just don't want that standing broth in there too long. So if it's more of like a stew or a non-broth or minimal broth, it would be fine. But you can do pastas, popcorn, ice cream, obviously salad, stews. Mostly everything is fine.
Yeah, hummus, salsa. Yeah. I'll use them for different condiments when I'm setting up like a taco bar or burrito bowl buffet. Okay, another question.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, just
Okay.
you were kind of talking about the condiments and different things.
Yes.
We do have a new listing that we did too, a set of 4 7-inch bowls, which is also 30% off. A lot of people will pair these kind of with your chopping bowls. Like Tammy was mentioning, you're entertaining, these 7-inch bowls would be great. One with hummus in it, one with salsa in it. Another one could be like little candies. They're very versatile. Also can be used as side salads. But we're very excited about that listing. It'll be for 4 7-inch bowls, and those are 30% off retail, similar to what Tammy has in front of her too.
These also make great popcorn bowls.
Yeah.
So we have an air popper, and we like to pop the popcorn into the big salad bowl, and then you can serve the popcorn in these. So
It's so
more
fun too. Yeah, like if your grandkids are coming over and you're doing a movie night, like each you have say 4 grandkids, you get a set of 7-inch bowls, and you kind of have a designated 7-inch bowl for each grandkid that they can use kind of as their popcorn bowl, which makes it really fun.
Okay, love it. Oh, also when we do we make vegan ice cream, and then I can use these for all the little toppings. So chocolate chips and shredded coconut and chopped nuts and all of that. They're just so useful that you can use them for a lot of things.
They can be used for ice cream too. You can eat ice cream directly out of them.
Sure. All right. I'm looking, there's more questions.
While you're talking about those little bowls, isn't there a tier on the sale where you get a set?
Are you on? You have your mic on?
I'm on, yeah.
Okay.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's a different sale. Okay.
Yeah.
Different sale. Okay. Mona wants to know, does the longer cutting board come in wider widths?
It does, for sure. Just not for the Imperfect sale. That's something you'd have to reach out directly, or go to our regular website to purchase. Just for the sale are the sizes that you see on the Imperfect site.
So if she wanted to purchase a bigger one, but it's not on sale, she could just use our regular
Oh yeah.
Holland Bowl Mill affiliate link.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, let's see.
I'll drop that into the show notes. I don't think it's there.
Oh, and you do have a more, okay, so some TS is saying, I'm looking for a more rectangular shape for cutting, not really a presentation. And you do have different cutting boards. You have one with a little cutout edge.
Yeah. So there'll be a 20 by 15 size on our website, 18 by 12 would seem like more sizes that they're referring to. But yes, on our website, they would see those, and that would be no problem. Or if there are other items they want to play, if they're looking at on the Imperfect site, they can even place an order and then just mention in the customer notes that they're really interested in adding a larger, board, and they can mention the dimensions. Then someone from my team can call them, and then we can give them a pretty good discount on that too, and get that added to their order. But if they're looking just to order a board and nothing off the Imperfect site, then they would want to go to our normal website through, Tammy's landing page.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, I think that caught us up on the questions. Was there anything else that you wanted to? Oh, we also have the salad servers.
Oh, yeah, yep. So we have our 12-inch utensils, which typically retail at anywhere from $24 to $28, and we have those listed at $16.80. That size is great because it'll pair with all the chopping bowl sizes. So if you're, using it as an entertaining bowl, need to toss the salad, they also can double down like the spatula portion as a cooking utensil for, with stirring, with sauteing and different things. So they're both very versatile, especially the spatula portion where you can use it in a lot of different ways.
And will there be a choice of wood on these as well?
There
Or
would, so we'll automatically match it to the bowl that we're sending if you get like a chopping bowl. Or if you got a board and you got utensils, we're going to make sure we match those woods accordingly. And again, if you have a certain wood type request for certain items, just mention that in the customer notes section, and we should be able to accommodate that request.
Perfect. Jesse wants to know, are the live edge cutting presentation boards made from a single piece of wood?
They are. Yep, solid one piece, no glues. That's one of the biggest selling points on that style board is being solid one piece, and then also reversible, meaning you can use both sides. In price point wise on those, you won't find a better deal.
And so, so those are all made out of one piece of wood. So are all of these bowls. Is there anything that you have that isn't from one piece?
Only item that will be not one piece are larger boards, just because if it's physically impossible or any woodworker said they're going to make a large board solid one piece, that board's warp over time. It's just not going to be structurally sound. Because if you get a certain size, the board's going to start going in the middle. So like the round boards that we do, that's available, the 19 by 15, that's going to be segmented. Or some of the larger boards on our website, typically anything over 18 inches or so is always going to be segmented. But in saying that, we use, we have a very good process where you can't even, most people can hardly even tell that it's segmented based on how we put the woods together and match them. And again, it's more, we do that for functionality and quality over time.
Perfect. Okay, here's a question that I haven't had before about HBM's products. What is the origins of the wood? Are they organic trees that have not been sprayed with insecticides? And what kinds of woods do you have?
Great question. Yeah. So we kind of pride ourselves in that we use typically about 80% of the time reclaimed trees, meaning that they're storm damaged, they're coming down, one's falling on a house where it has to be removed or it comes down in a storm, or say that there's a new building complex going up, they have to remove these trees for some reason. We're reclaiming those trees instead of seeing those go to a landfill or end up somewhere they shouldn't. We're buying those trees and making them into our beautiful products. None of the products or trees that we work with would have been sprayed or anything like that. We're very careful with the partners, tree services that we work with. Again, sustainability is one of the most important things to us, and we make most all business decisions based on that.
And then again, you want to tell us the different types of wood that you have?
Yeah, so cherry, maple, beech, ash, red oak are going to be the main woods that are available for the Imperfect sale. And then we do work with, periodically some other ones, honey locust, walnut. They're all hardwoods. They all come from the greater, West Michigan area.
Wonderful. Another question, TS wants to know, have you considered making a spurtle for stirring and cooking?
We've done a lot of custom ones. That's a requested utensil a lot in our showroom and through our website. So we do have something in the works. And we're kind of revamping our utensil category in general and looking to add a lot of new different styles. And one of those for sure will be the spurtle. So if you just continue to, follow Tammy or HBM, we're hoping to have a spurtle and some other new utensils within the next couple of months.
Fantastic. I love that. All right. I think I am caught up on questions. I didn't miss anything, did I, Tom?
No, you guys are doing great.
Okay, Jesse's doing a good job. Jessie is one of our moderators, and she's doing a really good job of.
Oh, you saw Jesse's repeat of the question about origin of the wood. Did you do that one
Yes,
already?
we already talked
Great.
about that.
Okay, I was texting, so,
Yeah. Oh, you were texting.
well, on the chat.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to include, Corey?
No, I think.
Oh,
Go ahead.
shipping time.
Yeah, yep. So shipping time, 5 to 7 business days. In the past, we've been so blessed to run this sale with Tammy and Tom and all the amazing Nutmeg followers. So it's gotten a little crazy in years past. So again, being a small family-owned business, we're going to do our very best to get orders off as soon as possible. One thing that sometimes can make it a little difficult is most of the orders have the free engraving, so that just takes a little time. So be patient with us. If you do need it for like an upcoming wedding gift or an upcoming housewarming gift, when you're checking out in that customer note section, just mention, hey, I really need this order to arrive by the second week of April or a certain date. Then we'll make sure that we kind of get that order off as soon as possible. But again, our goal is to get most of the orders shipped in the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic. And you've always done a good job. And you guys, you'll be so impressed when your box comes and you open it up, because it's just beautifully packed. And it's just like, oh, it's such a treat to open it up. I'm always excited about it. Jesse has another question. How long will the sale last? Understanding that it may end sooner if everything gets purchased.
Yeah, so.
Oh, he froze.
Oh, he froze.
We'll go. He almost came back.
Let's just wait a second. It
Like
does go through Sunday. Okay, you froze. So can you repeat what you said, Corey? Because the screen froze.
Okay, yep, so the sale started today and it goes through Monday 24th at midnight Pacific. And again, if items sell out before then certain items will be out of stock. So it's per listing. We have a set amount available per product. Once they're sold out, they're sold out. But the sale will be ending on the 24th.
So when they're sold out, Corey, you'll be marking, putting a cross hash through the price.
Yeah.
As that happens. Okay, great.
Out of stock,
and
or potentially removing the listing, just so there's not confusion.
Well, that way you don't make people feel bad because they see something they want and it's already gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then another follow-up question, kind of hinging off of the a question about sizes of cutting boards that are beyond the scope of the exclusive Nutmeg Notebook Perfectly Imperfect sale. And I put a link in for our regular, hollandbowmill.com/nutmeg landing page, Tammy's regular landing page, not the one for this sale. And there is the spring sale going, or the Easter sale going on there right now for many items. And that's a 15% out, because this sale, I will say is twice as good as that, at least. But there is this for things not on our list. What's the parameters of that sale for the Nutmeg people?
Yeah. Yep. So say the customers are shopping through the Imperfect sale, but they still really would love to add, a cutting board or something that they didn't see on the Imperfect sale. They would just go, like Tom mentioned, hollandbowmill.com/nutmeg, and that will bring you to our website. And then we have 15% off for Easter special. And that runs through, I believe, the end of March. And yeah, you can take advantage of that sale to add additional products that you might be interested in. But again,
awesome.
The Imperfect sale on any product you're looking at is going to be by far the biggest discounts that HBM offers. But any additional products that you're interested in, you can always, hop on our website using that link that Tom provided.
Okay.
Here's another question, Corey, that I haven't had before. Joyce wants to know if you can put the HBM bowls in the microwave.
We do not recommend microwave, just the heat. No. Short answer is no, we wouldn't recommend microwave, or even like some people make a salad and put it like in their fridge. That would be fine for a short time, but you just don't want wooden products to go to extreme hot or extreme cold temperatures. So I would avoid the
If you superheat the moisture in a bowl in the microwave, it would swell the wood. It could crack the wood. It would not be
It would
good.
expand the wood to potentially force it to crack.
Right.
Yeah. So I just want to tell people too, when I'm preparing salad to serve to a big group or to take to a potluck, I do not put the salad in here and stick this in my refrigerator. And I could, because we have 2 refrigerators. I have one that I could, but I will just put it in like Tupperware. And then when I'm ready to serve it, then I'll, take that bowl out of the fridge and put it in my my wood bowl.
So you do use it as a salad serving bowl, but you're not
I'm not
having the
putting it
salad
in the
sitting there for
refrigerator,
hours.
not in the refrigerator.
Again, too, like you could put it in the fridge for 10, 15, like you make your salad, you're getting ready to leave for the potluck for 10, 15 minutes. There'd be no issues in the fridge doing that. Or, trick 2 is you make your salad, put some paper towels over it, put some ice on top of the paper towels to kind of keep it chilled. A lot of people will do that also.
Oh, that's a good idea. Mona says, I just put my order in. I'm so excited.
Yay, Mona.
Thank you.
That's cool.
So Corey, I know is this our 3rd or 4th year of doing the Imperfect
I was just
sale?
looking back at 4th year.
It is the 4th. Okay.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. TS wants to know, Corey, is it better to use the beeswax or food grade mineral oil, or does it matter?
The bees oil is going to be a lot better. So we dip all of our products in food safe mineral oil, then we treat it with the bees oil. The bees oil is just going to penetrate the wood much deeper, so you don't have to retreat it as often. Again, mineral oil will work, but if you want to know which one is going to work better and you're not going to have to retreat it as often, I would highly recommend the bees oil.
So a hack confession. I do take the beeswax out and do the official treatment of our bowls. That's kind of reinforced for us because before we show them on screen, I will often make sure they're all dressed out. But if I am in a hurry and a bowl's getting a little dusty looking, and I don't really have time to break the wax out and do all that, I will just put a tiny splash of mineral oil in there and a paper towel just to temporarily dress it so I can get another few days out of it. So if it's looking thirsty, I do give it a splash of mineral oil, but then that reminds me to get the wax going in there.
Because it lasts longer. The wax
lasts a lot longer.
Lasts a lot longer on it than the mineral oil, especially as often as we use our bowls, because they get used at least once a day. And so we do find that we need that that wax, that beeswax make the big difference.
Yeah, I get a prompt from a kitchen management when it's time to wax the bowls.
The boss gives you the prompt. I like that.
There you go. But we're going to show you guys in another video over the next few days. We will show you guys how to wash the wood products, and Tom will demonstrate how to use that beeswax on them as well. And we do want to point out, and Corey mentioned this earlier, that when you're chopping in the bowls, especially as often as we do with all those dark leafy greens, you are going to get a little bit of a patina in the bottom of the bowl. Now, we consider that a badge of honor because that means we're actually using it and we are eating our greens. And so that is just going to be a part of it. And then, of course, because we are using a knife in it, just like if you're using a knife on a wood cutting board, you're going to get knife marks. essentially this is a wood cutting board in the shape of a bowl, and it is going to get marks on it. And so you just have to know that. And I know a lot of our followers, when they first get their bowl,
The anguish over
they
it.
email me and they
I
say,
can't-
it's just too beautiful. I can't cut in it yet. And I'm like, you'll get over that. Just
Yeah.
The
do it.
solution for that is like our 15-inch salad chopping bowls are in the closet behind me. And we do treat them differently than our presentation bowls for serving.
Very
So
true. Yeah.
you're not necessarily chopping in every bowl, but yeah.
Right.
In regard to this sale too, speaking of already having a bowl, if you've got a 15, this sale's a good time to pick up the 17 you've been wanting, or to go back and get some of the little bowls for serving.
Also, Mother's Day is coming,
Yes,
you
well, that's
know,
true. Yeah, Mother's Day.
right? Tell your husband or your kids, I want a bowl. Or if you're like Tom and you're the guy, you want your own bowl because he has his own bowl. I have my own bowl.
Yeah, patience is not one of my virtues. And so when it comes to salad prep, and she's chopping, I don't want to just stand there and twiddle my thumbs while she's chopping. I want to
Yeah.
get my salad done too.
The great thing too, like for Mother's Day, that's great that you mentioned that, Tammy, is the engraving option. Just it's subtle. Great thing is it's on the back side of the bowl, but as simple as, love you, Mom, happy Mother's Day of the year. Just gives it that really cool personal touch that really takes a gift to the next level. Is be able to add that free engraving, which we're proud to be able to offer that to you guys and all of our HBM customers.
Yeah, so it can be a chopping bowl, it can be a heart-shaped
Yeah.
bowl. This is really fun. I've given these to a lot of my girlfriends for gifts, and everybody loves it. Because we like heart-shaped things. Okay, so Jesse
As long
wants
as you're not giving them to your boyfriends, I'm good with that.
just you. Jesse says, is there a way to combine an imperfect order with items that are not on the imperfect page for shipping
Can
purposes?
they put in notes that there's two
Yeah,
orders?
so there's not a way for you to like do an imperfect order and then order on our website, but you can easily just mention in the customer note section, hey, I would love to add another cutting board or different size, different bowl off your regular website. And then we'll call you, get those items added, and then we can even offer you the 15% discount off those products. Or if you did want to order directly off our website, then I guess you could mention in the customer note section on our website, hey, I placed an order through the Imperfect sale. I would love if you were to be able to ship both orders together. Our team looks at those notes very closely. We'll call with any questions, and we could easily combine the orders. So 2 options. Place order.
In that scenario, though, won't the computer charge 2 shipping charges if you do 2 separate orders? They won't recognize that there's.
It just depends on the value of the order. So that's good point. So if they're both over $100, it's gonna be free.
It won't matter
either way. But if one of them is under 100, then they would want to call us, or again mention that in the customer note section, and then we can get the items added over the phone.
Okay.
Perfect. Jesse says, great. Thanks again, Corey. Let's see. Joyce, when we let Corey go, I will hold up the bowls and tell you their sizes for you, because I know they're going to be very busy in the warehouse. They're probably, orders are already coming in.
Yeah, we have all the sizes here to show after we get Corey back to work, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll stay on and answer any other questions that are coming in, and we will show you the bowl sizes again.
Yeah, you should have because you have a round board too, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
I do. I have the round presentation board. I absolutely.
Perfect.
I love this. I've been using it. Well, they're not doing engraving on this one for the imperfect
that's
sale.
just for our
Well,
thing.
I mean,
that's our tagline on
someone
there.
did want engraving, we could. We just have struggled with placement on the board just because it can vary so much and be more certain patterns. We've had complaints of people getting a board and like, oh, I didn't want the engraving there. But if someone really wanted a round board with engraving, they could just mention in the customer note section what they would like engraved in the placement. And again, we are very hands-on. Our customer service team will call you with any questions as people are placing orders or have questions. Tammy and Tom, will be there to help, but we are also always available via phone call, through the contact page on the website. We're always here to answer any questions you have to make the ordering process easy, or any additional questions that you may have.
Okay, sounds great. We're super excited. Let's see. Somebody says, Dawn says, I checked out with PayPal when the sale opened, and I didn't see a comment section to list my wood preference on the salad set. I sent an email with my order number. If you check them, do you check them frequently?
We
The
do.
emails.
Yeah. So, yeah, Krista is amazing at that. She'll get that email. She'll check it right away. So the order notes is going to be right before the payment. So when you're entering your billing and shipping, then you'll see a customer notes, and then next step will be the payment. So you want to make sure you get the customer notes in before you get to the payment portion. So,
it's a separate window than checkout.
It's all on the same page. So if you proceed to checkout, you'll get first, they'll say billing, shipping, and then I believe right after that is the order notes. That's where you'll mention that, and then the next step after that will be paying via credit card or PayPal.
And then another question we often get on this imperfect sale, our custom landing page for this sale, we don't need to use like the Nutmeg code because we're selling the bowl and knife set. So we don't need to use the Nutmeg code because it's built into the website.
Yeah, so we actually build out a whole separate website for this imperfect sale. The first year we ran this sale, we did it directly through our website, and just with our organic traffic and the imperfect traffic, the website just couldn't handle it. So we had a ton of issues. So we came up with the idea for specials that we're doing that we're going to build a separate website for the imperfect sales and different things we do throughout the year to make sure that the ordering process is smooth and that there are no issues. So when you guys get to the perfectly imperfect website, there's no codes. All the discounts are built in. We try to make it very easy for you to order. And once you do place that order, if you did miss the customer notes, or you're like, shoot, I forgot to order a knife holder, I forgot to maybe order 8-ounce bees oil, on your confirmation for your order that you received, you'll see the email, orders@hollandbowlmill.com. You do exactly what the last customer was mentioning, to shoot Krista an email, say, hey, I just placed an order, here's my order number. I forgot to note the wood type, and you'll mention that. Or I would love to add engraving. I would love to add a knife holder, and then Krista will get back to you as soon as possible to get that taken care of.
Okay.
Joyce has a question about wood, if you can go over the wood types again, or the.
Oh, no, she's saying, are there certain woods you like working with in particular for long-term durability?
I would say cherry would probably be my favorite and our most popular. I've really been loving red oak lately, which I can show you one of those. So red oak is going to have very cool, intricate grain patterns. It's a little bit more of an open grain wood, but that's been very popular, which is an option. But again, you really can't go wrong with any of the woods. They're all hardwoods. They're all come from the greater Michigan area. They're all going to come with that lifetime guarantee. And the cool thing about it is not two bowls will be exactly the same. The bowl that one customer might receive in red oak, and the next customer receives another one in red oak, the two bowls are going to be totally different, which makes it kind of cool and special that you have this unique piece that only you are going to have. That's a cool thing about nature. In starting with raw material, is each bowl is going to vary and be unique to, the owner of that bowl or that cutting board or whatever items they're purchasing from HBM. And we are, very proud of that kind of aspect. And we have a very hands-on finishing team. So much love goes into each piece, finishing it, shipping, to make sure when it arrives to you that when you open up that box, you're blown away by the quality of our products and the love that we put into each order.
Absolutely. We've got another question for you, Corey. Lori wants to know, does the knife have a lifetime warranty?
It does. Yep. All of our products come with that lifetime guarantee. Say over time, like on the knife handle, a rivet fell out or something happened, no questions asked, we'll replace it for free. On the knives, we've only honestly had a couple replacements over the thousands and thousands and thousands of knives we do. So that would be quite rare, but if it does happen, we stand behind it. We're here to help you and get that replaced right away.
Fantastic. I have a question for you that I don't think I've ever asked you before. Do you know how many hours it takes to make a bowl from start to finish? Yeah. When you start to cut it to it's ready to sell?
Yeah, for sure. So Tom could post this too eventually, in the link. People wanted to watch our process. We were featured on a show called How It's Made on the Discovery and Science Channel, which was so fun for us. They filmed her in 2007. They still show it on the Science Channel a decent amount, mainly on Sundays. So most Sundays, I'll jump on the Science Channel, kind of go through the whole day, and then once in a while, I'm like, oh my gosh, 3 o'clock, they're showing the How It's Made episode. But you can always watch that video to see our process. But from beginning, so when we get the logs delivered to us, down to the end where they're getting, oiled, finished, and shipped, that process takes around 6 weeks.
Wow.
So
okay.
Once they're, go through the production process of turned, made, they go through a steam room process, and then they air dry for 4 weeks. So a lot of these carts, metal carts you see behind me, all these bowls are in the air drying process. So once they get to air drying, they have to dry anywhere from 4 to 5 weeks. And then once they're dry, then they'll go into the sanding room where they go through a 6-step process, where we have 6 employees in the sanding room. We're sanding the insides, the outside, putting a bottom on the bowl. And then once they come out of the sanding room, they get graded for quality. And then from there, they're finished and shipped off to their final destination. But there's a ton of work that goes into making every single bowl or every single cutting board, which makes each piece, very unique.
Absolutely. Well, they're works of art. They're just beautiful to have around the house, and we've got HBM products all around in our house, and we just love them. Another question for you: how do you sharpen the Mezzaluna knife?
So most knife sharpeners will work. There's a knife sharpener that we use in house that I use that works by far the best. Let me grab that quickly, and then I can kind of show your audience, and you'll kind of
sure, perfect.
It too. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So then, I wonder what it smells like in there, you guys, because I know if Tom's building something and he's sawing wood, it just has a really wonderful scent to it. I'm wondering what it smells like in the HBM plant. I would like to know that. How many of you have been there, live close enough to go for a tour? We know we hear from people all the time. They email us and let us know that they went and had a tour and got to see everything and handpick their bowl while they were there. Someday, Tom and I are going to make it to Holland, Michigan, so that we can see it. We're excited about that. Lori says, yeah, I'd imagine that the wood smells are wonderful. I would think so too. Dawn says, do you have any HBM cutting boards, Tammy? I do. I have 2 of them. And Tom will reach over and get them for me.
I've got 3.
Oh, 3. So I do cut on one side, and then I use the other side for presentation. Oh, Corey's back. All right,
so
Corey.
It's called the Collie knife sharpener. They're like $7.95. You can get them right off of Amazon. AccuSharp. It's handheld. In the Mezzaluna knife, you just run right through here. It's very simple, by far the best knife sharpener for the Mezzaluna knife, but also it'll work on some, other knife sharpeners too. So again,
okay.
Cully, Cully. Company is AccuSharp, and that's available Amazon, Walnut,
I'll put a
I
link
mean
in the
Walmart,
description here.
excuse me, a lot of different places.
Tom said he'll put a link to it in the down in the notes underneath the video. Okay, we have a question. TS wants to know if I'm using the coupon code on the site and it brings the total from 100 to a little under, is there still free shipping?
Unfortunately, there's just no way to set that. So if your order was over $100 before the coupon code and you use the code, I think they're on our regular website. We're saying there should.
They must be,
Okay.
because they don't need to use a code for the imperfect sale.
So if they're on our regular website, then if they use the 15% off and it brings it under 100, they would have to add additional product to get it over 100 to receive that free shipping.
Right,
But again,
because
they should only be on our website if they want to add additional products. Otherwise, the Imperfect Sale website seems the best place to get the best price.
Absolutely. Okay. Jessie says she has that same knife sharpener and it works well. Nice. All right. Okay. Well, I think we should probably let you go. I think we've probably answered oh, one more. Yes, TS says she is on the regular site. So TS, if you're on the regular site, then you're ordering things that aren't on the imperfect sale. So do check the imperfect sale. Make sure that there isn't anything on there that you want first, because the discount is much greater on the imperfect right now. And thank you for ordering. All right. Well, Corey, thank you so much. This has been really fun. Lots of good information shared. And you're going to let us know every day what quantities you have left.
Yep.
And that way we can kind of let people know as well if we're getting down very low on something. And then if you run out, that will be reflected on the website.
Exactly. Yep. So I'll keep everyone updated, and greatly appreciate you, Tammy and Tom, and all of the Nutmeg followers. We love working with you guys, and we hope everyone enjoys the sale. If anyone has any questions, we're always here to help them. They can call us directly or shoot us an email. And I want to thank you guys again. It's been so much fun, and happy shopping.
Thank you so much, Corey, and thank you for offering such a great sale for our followers. We really appreciate it. And like I said, people have been waiting and asking about this for weeks. So thank you so much for putting it all together, and tell everybody there at HBM hi for us.
We will. Thank you guys. Take care.
All right.
Today. Bye.
Bye. So you guys, we're going to stay on. And TS needed a bigger cutting board. So she went to the regular site to get that. Perfect. That's great. So I'll show you, I have this one, and these are one piece of wood. And so I use this, one side for cutting and the other side as presentation. That way I'm keeping it all pretty. So I can use this, I can put hummus and veggies on here. I can do waffles. Sometimes I'll cut the waffles in little strips, put waffles on here, and little things of maple syrup or my, pumpkin peanut butter dip and that kind of thing. So that works out beautifully. And then also it's good for, if you're making sandwiches or anything, you can use that. And then this is a smaller one, and I do like to use this one for a presentation board, or if I'm just cutting up, like lemons or limes or something small like that, then this works out beautiful. And I do happen to love cherry, so you'll notice that most of my bowls are cherry. And then this one is a live presentation board as well, just looks a little bit different, has quite a curve on this one, and it's very light in color. And then we did show the heart-shaped bowl, and I do love this. bowl. Tom, maybe you could measure that so I can tell them what size that one is. I think I had a couple of
I put
measuring
it up here,
spoons.
and I think it got
I
me.
had a measuring tape out.
You had a couple of measuring spoons out?
No, measuring tape. I had a measuring tape, but it's black, so it's kind of hard to
And I
see.
put it right by the video controller here earlier. It was right here.
Well, it might be underneath. Oh, here it is. Aha.
Okay.
So Tom's going to measure that
So
heart.
measuring.
Then I want to show you, this is what the Mezzaluna knife looks like. And Tom, somebody wanted to know, how often do you sharpen it?
You know, these hold an edge a
Really long time.
It's a hard steel. At most once a month. And I don't have that sharpener that Corey showed. I am going to order that. I use a conventional steel and you know,
Do it
swipe
that
it in
way,
an
yeah.
arc form to dress it out, and it keeps the edge on it really well. But I will order the one that Corey recommended, and then maybe I'll order that like right now, today, so that we can show it
Oh, that
later.
would be
So we
good.
can show
That's a
the
good idea.
quick,
Then
get it
it'll come,
fast enough.
then it'll come right
Okay.
away.
Now, here's a challenge for you before you're on the hard bowl, right?
Yeah.
If you measure it one way, it's 11 inches, but if you measure it this way, it's 9 inches.
No, then this is the 12. And so
And then
here's,
this is 10 inches. So
yeah.
so it's a 12.
It's the 12-inch one.
compared to a 12-inch bowl.
Yeah.
It's similar to that 12-inch
Yeah,
bowl.
so here's a 12-inch bowl, and so this is a 12-inch
heart.
heart. So this also makes a really pretty centerpiece. Sometimes I use it for my tomatoes or little apricots or things like that. And then you can put, you know, a candle that's in a little glass or pottery container, and then do a candle ring around it. Looks really cute. You can put your herbs in here. I mean, it's one of my favorites, and it makes a wonderful gift for people. You have something you want to
Well,
point out?
a question for folks, or a statement, because you can't answer me over there necessarily. Corey and Tammy were talking a lot about live edge. So if you look at the edge of this board, you see, and Tammy mentioned the curves. That's the shape of this log was like this. And so the live edges are just the outside face of the original log. And that's why they call it live edge, because that's where in real life the wood left off. So this particular log was probably like this big and then down again. So we've got a double live edge on this one.
Right, and so
then
what
the smaller board is a single live edge.
Yeah.
One side is live, the other side is milled.
So this is where the bark was.
Right.
Here, and they've just trimmed the bark off, but they've left it natural. And
it's
so
cool.
then on this side, this is just where the bark was, and they just take the bark off. And so each one is going to be completely different. They're beautiful. I wanted to show you, because we do have some imperfect bowls as
Oh, okay.
well.
Let me get these nice
And
boards
so,
out there.
okay, so this is an imperfect bowl, and you'll see here, you know, there was a knot here, but they've sanded it. And so this is perfectly smooth. So there's no food that's going to get caught in there. And then it has, you know, a little bit of a blemish here on the outside of it, that little bit of blemish. But you know,
That's what makes it special.
It does. It doesn't bother me at all. And then, and this is a 12-inch. So let me line these up for everybody. I'm going to move this stuff over. And also, you guys, if you get a bowl for chopping your salad, make sure, oh, thank you, Tom. Make sure that you get, if you don't already have it, our beautiful chopped salad course. So you get this wonderful ebook with it that's full of recipes, and also lots of ideas for making your salads. I think I have over 20 different ideas for you for salads. So once you've chopped up all of your veggies and your greens, then different ideas on what to put on top of them, okay? And then lots of recipes in here for salad dressings and croutons and that kind of thing. And everything is oil-free. So whole food, plant-based, oil-free. You get the ebook as well as a video course. And you can use the code Nutmeg 30 and save 30% on it. And we sell this on our website at nutmegnotebook.com. And Tom, do you have a link in the?
Yes, it is.
And Tom
It's in the notes, and I'll drop it in the chat.
Tom has a link in there, and that way that will ensure that you get the most out of your bowl. Plus, I have posted probably hundreds, I know hundreds of,
Thousands.
okay, Tom says thousands because I've made thousands of salads, pictures on my Instagram and Facebook account. And so if you need salad inspiration, you can go there. We also have more videos on our YouTube channel about making different salads, like a Mexican one, and I can't even remember what all. And so, follow me on social media, get the Beautiful Chopped Salad course, and check out the videos on YouTube. So here we go. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way so that you can see the sizes. And also, I'm going to give you guys some ideas for engraving because I did a chat GPT question and asked it to come up with ideas, and some of them are just brilliant. Okay, so this is going to be the 12-inch. Tom and I use the 15-inch on a daily basis. Okay, so this is the 12. So when you go from 12 inches in diameter to 15 inches in diameter, you also lose a lot of depth, as you can see here. So is there any way I can do this better? I guess not. That's about as good as it gets.
Well, if you go further with the little one, go that way with the first one.
I know,
Yep.
but just to show them that this goes, you lose a lot of depth
Yeah.
to it. So it's not going to hold as much. So Tom and I, our salads are around, I used to make them a pound before we added the additional things to them. But then I was getting, so I couldn't eat them all. I'm getting older. What can I say? I've noticed that my mother doesn't eat as much food as she used to. I think it's an age-related thing. So now I make them about 12 ounces before we chop them and add stuff to them. Our 12-ounce salads, we cannot chop in this bowl because it is not deep enough for us. If you make smaller salads and you want to chop a smaller salad, then this can work. I like this size for like chopping just some fresh herbs. You can chop them with the mezzaluna knife and it works well for me. But if you eat smaller salads than we do, and you've seen the size of our salads, then this one might work for you. The 15-inch we find is just perfect because nothing flies out of the bowl when we're chopping. It works great. It's plenty deep enough. And so I don't know, you can't really tell on screen, but it is not as deep. It's not as tall. Then here is the big 17-inch bowl. So yes, you can still chop your salads in here. You can actually chop 2 salads in here at a time. Back when I was teaching some cooking and weight loss classes, I would chop 2 salads at a time. And so that's just a time saver because both of the batch prep salads can go in here and be chopped. Also, it's perfect for serving for potlucks, taking to a potluck, entertaining in your own home. I also like to use it for my winter squashes, put the big bowl on my dining room table with my fall winter squash in it, and it just looks beautiful. At Halloween, you can fill it full of pumpkins and gourds, and that looks pretty. So I just love this bowl. This is an Imperfect bowl, and it is one of my favorites because I just love the imperfections that it has inside of it. How cool is that? I just think it's actually one of my favorite bowls. Look at that. I just love it. It has so much character. Isn't that amazing? And on this one, it says, get healthy, stay healthy, 1 meal at a time, Nutmeg Notebook. So also think about where you're going to store it when you're not using it to chop your salad. Now, since we use ours every day to chop our salads, our bowls for our salads are only used for our salads. In fact, Tom, would you grab your bowl and we can show them the patina? in the bottom of it so that they can see that. So this one is big. This will fit on top of my refrigerator, but it is a little bit too big to fit on the shelf in my pantry. And so I keep this one on top of my fridge if I don't have it on my dining room table full of stuff. And then, of course, we have multiple bowls so that I can still use them for other things. Okay, so Tom's going to show you his bowl that he uses daily to chop his salad in. So we're going to show you.
So there's that brilliant green.
This is beech wood. Let's show them the outside of it so they can
Yeah.
see that this one,
Engraving, and I've got some green on the bottom.
you got
too.
some green patina going there on the bottom. So he's been using this bowl since 2018, you guys. So he's been using it for 7 years, and he chops a salad in it almost every day, and occasionally.
And it is due for a waxing.
It is due, yeah, it needs to be waxed. So it does have cut marks in it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it does have cut marks in it, and it has that green patina. So if you get a darker colored wood, then the patina doesn't show up as much, but the beech wood is a lighter wood. And so it does show up. And so then here is mine. And so you can see I chopped just as many, but my bowl does not.
And so it's got, wear and tear and use.
Yep, it's got
But it's
it's got
thousands of salad.
chop marks in it. If you are tough on your bowl and really mark it up, you can gently, lightly sand it with a fine grit sandpaper.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
And
medium to fine. You have
medium-
to start, it
okay.
depends on how
Deep.
much chopping has happened.
Okay, so you can lightly sand it and then, re-oil it or use the beeswax on it. So we have had a few people that eat really small salads. Usually they're, older folks that have gotten the 12-inch. We've had some people who bought the 12-inch because they didn't want to spend the money on the 15-inch. And then they discovered that it was too small for their salads because as they were chopping, things would come out of it, or they couldn't chop the whole salad at once. They'd have to put part of it in. And that's doable too, if that's, what works for your budget. So now this one is an imperfect bowl, and you can see here that it has a little knot up here. Well, I'm not going to have my knife anywhere close to that. It isn't rough at all. Because they've sanded it, and so it's smooth. And then it just has one little, couple little blemishes on the outside. But really what made it an imperfect bowl was that little knot there. And then also not all of the bowls are perfectly round. It depends on the tree, the log that they're cutting it out of. This one happens to be a little more oval in shape. As you can see, it's not perfectly round. And I think your bowl is more oval too.
Yeah.
Okay. And also the sizes are approximate.
Yeah. If you compare
here we go.
your
That's
bowl
a good.
and my bowl, I've got them edge to edge here, but you can see.
We'll get it closer because I don't think they can see it.
Oh boy, I don't know how that's going to work. This may not work. So if I match it up on the back, I matched up on the back side, but you can see they're not matched up on the front side.
Right.
There.
And so they
Matched
are
up here.
They are mostly round.
Right.
And so, and that even happens on the perfect bowls as well. And so, they might not be perfectly round as well.
They're how nature made them.
That's right. And the size is approximate. So you might have a 15-inch bowl that's like 14 3/4, or, it might be
And then 15 1/4 the other.
15 1/4. So just know that as well. Jessie says that bowl looks amazingly good for all the years of use it has had. Her husband just brought her in the best morning green smoothie. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Okay, so that is the bowl sizes. I hope that that helps. And every bowl on this sale is going to come with your Mezzaluna knife. So if you order a chopping bowl, then it's going to come with a Mezzaluna knife, whether you get the 12, the 15, the 17, or the 20-inch bowl. And if you want the holder, then you need to buy this separately. And then if you want to get a container of the bees oil combo for maintaining your bowl, now is the time to order it, because when you order your bowl, and as long as you qualify for free shipping, then that's the time to get the holder and the wax as well.
And while you're getting those little bowls,
Yes,
the knife comes with the 4 bowls across the top of the sale page.
correct.
Not the set of 4 little bowls.
That's what I was just going to say.
Okay.
You and I are on the same
I'm
page.
bringing you back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So if you order the set of 4 7-inch bowls, you do not get a Mezzaluna knife with those, because you cannot cut a salad or herbs in those. It won't work. And then also the serving utensils are also on the sale.
Let's also clarify that the knife holder shown here does not come with the knife.
I did.
Okay,
Already
good.
did.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
If
you.
you want that, then if you want this, order it separately. We do use this. I keep that knife behind my stove, right by the
Along the
backsplash.
backsplash.
And so, because we use it all the time, so I keep it there. And so I like to have it in the little holder. We've got a couple of them here, couple knives, couple
Well,
holders.
But I
and then
keep
you
mine
can
in the drawer because there's not room behind the backsplash, because that's where hers is.
put yours there. Don't you give me that. And then you can also treat the handle as well, because wood will dry out. And like we said, we are going to do we will do a video. We'll probably go live. We'll have to go tomorrow morning, because we are going to have the kiddos tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. On Fridays, we do movie and a popcorn after piano with our grandkids. So much fun. And so we will do a live in the morning. We'll do one on Saturday. We'll do one on Sunday. And we'll probably do one just to remind you on Monday to get in on this sale. This is the best discount that HBM has ever done anywhere. And they're doing it for you guys. And so we feel really honored that they're allowing us to be the spokespeople, should I say?
Ambassadors.
The ambassadors for this sale. We're very honored. Okay, so then this sale started at 9 o'clock today. It ends on Monday at midnight Pacific time. So 11:59 p.m. The website will go down. You need to get your orders in now. And the sale is good for as long as they have product, because when they run out of 17-inch bowls or 12-inch bowls or 15-inch bowls, they can't just mass produce them again. And so then they will mark that on the website that they have run out of inventory on specific things. We have run out of inventory every year when we have done this sale with them. So he feels like he has.
Yeah, they are better armed this year. I
They
think it
are.
was 3 years ago, the second year, because people had kind of caught wind of the imperfect sale. The 15-inch bowls were gone by the end of the first day. And
They were.
And then the 12.
And people were so sad.
Yes, we
Oh
got
my
a lot
gosh.
of emails. Now,
People were so sad.
They did bulk up more this year as they kind of look to what's going on. So, but anyway, yeah, if you know you're going to do it, probably best not to, especially if you're on the East Coast. Midnight on Monday is like 3 in the morning. Why do that to yourself?
It's true.
Just get a check mark on that one and get it done.
It's true. Okay, so now I just want to give you, we have our tax appointment to go to, but I want to give you guys some
I'll
ideas.
let you finish that.
Some ideas for engraving on the bottom. And remember, these make beautiful gifts because they are heirloom quality. And so 6 weeks, he said, from start to finish, to get this bowl ready to sell to you. And so how incredible is that? And as long as you take good care of it, then it will last a lifetime. You saw Tom's bowl. And our daughter has a bowl that's even older than that because we gave her our first bowl that we had. Okay, so on Chat GPT, I went on there and I said, give me a list of ideas with a whole food, plant-based, healthy, nutrition-driven lifestyle theme for engraving on the bottom of a wood bowl using it for chopping salads. And it came up with, I think I have like, I have 35 different ideas. Personal and sentimental, from our kitchen to yours. Made with love, served with care. Healthy habits start here. Chopped with love by, and then put your name. Or if you're giving it to your mother as a gift, put her name in there. Family meals, happy hearts. I think these are so cute,
I'll
you
put
guys.
those in the next email.
Okay, Tom will put these in our next email. I just love them. Let us eat well, as in lettuce, the greens. I think that's so cute. Salad lovers delight. Mix it up for health. Eat clean, feel amazing. Bowl full of possibilities. I love it. Mindful eating starts here. Healthy choices, happy life. Food is medicine. So these are great. I will definitely give these to Tom and he can pop
You
them
can put
in.
them on a Facebook post too.
Yeah, but I wanted to get, for the people who are ordering today,
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to give you some ideas, but you can pop your own question into Chat GPT. It's free. Just, do a search on the internet for Chat GPT and then put in, and the more specific information
Yeah, what was your
you
inquiry
give it.
again?
Okay, my inquiry was, give me a list of ideas with a whole food, plant-based, healthy, nutrition-driven lifestyle theme for engraving on the bottom of a wood bowl that is used for chopping salads.
Perfect.
And it came up with 35 amazing ideas. And so I did that one on my phone, and then on my computer, I went in and did it again with just slightly different wording, and I got different ideas. And so it just depends on, the wording that you use. But anyway, I thought those were really clever ideas. I think on our son's bowl, we gave him for Christmas, he wanted a chopping bowl. I think it was powered by nature, fueled by plants. And I thought that was really cute too. Powered by nature, fueled by plants, because he's a hiker, rides a bike, runs,
Rock climbing.
rock climbing. Yeah, he's our little
kayaking.
Kayaker. He's our little outdoorsman. And well, I shouldn't say little.
He's the biggest of all of us.
6'4". So he isn't little, but he's my baby. But anyway, so much fun. So I'm so excited for all of you to get your bowls and start having wonderful salads and enjoying them in your house. And they make amazing, beautiful, beautiful gifts as well. And don't forget to get the beautiful chopped salad course from Nutmeg Notebook and use the code Nutmeg30 to save 30% on this. And this will help you get full use out of your bowls. All right. And then we'll do one of our videos that we do over the next few days will be all about why chop a salad in a Holland bowl.
Do we have an idea which
And
subject we're doing tomorrow morning? Are we needing to decide that yet?
we have to decide that yet.
Okay, well,
But you can decide.
for the email announcing that next video, I will put in Tammy's
My idea.
taglines that she found for engravings. So
Yeah.
those are so fun.
And if you want, go back and listen to these. I won't have time today to answer you if you ask me what were those again. I won't have time to answer anybody
Oh,
today.
go in the replay to what her search query. So
Yeah, go back and
that's
just,
the magic. Yeah.
that's the magic, is just to replay it. All right. Okay, I think that is pretty good. Jesse, thank you so much for being here with us. You guys, give us a thumbs up if
thanks for
you
all the
enjoyed.
thanks for all the great questions
Those
too.
were amazing. I learned some new stuff today with your amazing questions. So we
I did
thank
order
you.
the knife sharpener. It works similar to the one I have, which is a little bit awkward that I've been using.
Yeah,
So,
you're excited
so I
about
will
that.
try that out, and then and it's coming tomorrow. So it won't
Okay.
be here for tomorrow morning's show,
But maybe Saturday, Sunday, or
but we
Monday.
might show it on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
All right. So give us a thumbs up. If you would like to, you're welcome to share this in any of your plant-based communities.
Yeah. Do you know any bowl curious
Facebook.
people?
Yeah, if you've got any bowl curious people, if you belong to any plant-based
Or salad
groups,
curious?
you feel free to share our link to this video and let people know, because if we can make it easier for people to eat their greens and to have that wonderful nutrition, then why not? Tom and I have been eating a salad as one of our main meals every day since 2013. And that is a habit that helped me lose 50 pounds. You lost
30, 35,
30.
Depends on which week it is.
Right, 30, 35 pounds.
Sometimes 40.
Yeah. And more importantly, it's a habit that has helped us maintain our weight loss, because, well, we'll go into what's the benefits of eating those salads in another video.
For those of you that are YouTube subscribers that do not subscribe to our nutmegnotebook.com email subscriber list, I did put a link to yesterday's email up in the chat, because somebody was asking about the Nutmeg Notebook newsletter. So I did a link to that, so you could click on it and see, like, it was the whole announcement for this today's show, all the details about what was going on with Holland Bowl Mill, so that sort of thing. And I think in that email, there's a link to go to. You just go to our regular page. There's a subscribe here little window you can fill out to get on the email subscription. If you want to be notified about upcoming shows for this or any of our regular videos, whether it's a food haul or a new recipe or whatever.
We also have on Instagram and Facebook, we have posts about the sale. And feel free to share those in your plant-based groups if you wish to. And if you do, we really appreciate it. And if you buy from us, thank you so much. We really appreciate that as well. All right, I think that's it, everyone. TS says, thank you both for this great video. Jesse says, please hit that thumbs up. So that YouTube will help people find their way here. Yes, absolutely. Jesse says, great fun as always being here. Thank you for joining us and helping us so much, Jesse. It'd be hard to do it without you. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy.
One chopped salad at a time. Waiting to see where I was going to.
Yeah, I thought, what's he going to say? I didn't know if you were going to say one bowl at a time or one chopped salad at a time.
Well, the chopped,
because it could have gone either way.
Well, the chopped salad is the end product. The bowl is a tool.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys, we did not talk about what we were going to do at the end.
Okay.
We did not. The morning was too crazy.
Bye.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. All right. Have a good day, everyone.